Now, while I would love to talk about the predictive programming of that song, we're going to get into something a little different because I think it's just a little too soon, even for me. We're going to get into this guy, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Stevie Ray Vaughan, who died on his way to Chicago in a helicopter crash. Stevie Ray Vaughan, who looks a lot like Tommy Lee Jones to me. And hey, they both have that three-name name. Tommy Lee Jones, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Well, and like I said, Stevie died in 1990. I wonder when Tommy Lee Jones got famous. Tommy Lee Jones gained widespread fame in the 90s. How interesting! But not only that, but for his Oscar-winning performance in the movie The Fugitive. Does anyone remember where The Fugitive was shot? Oh, that's right. In Chicago, where Stevie died. But this is my favorite part of it all. Do you know who Stevie Ray was a big fan of? He was a big fan of Jimi Hendrix. And he used to carry this photo around with him of him with Jimi Hendrix. Kept it in his wallet. It meant a lot to him. Well, you know who Tommy Lee Jones is pretty good friends with? He's pretty good friends with Morgan Freeman. They've done some movies together, in fact. Like this one called Just Getting Started with Tommy Lee and Morgan Freeman. You know about Morgan Freeman, right? How he used to be Jimi Hendrix. How Morgan Freeman used to be Jimi Hendrix. How Morgan Freeman used to be Jimi Hendrix. And Tommy Lee used to be Stevie Ray. But I know how you guys operate. You don't believe anything even after I show you smoking guns. So I'm going to show them to you just to get you 1% there. But look how similar those noses are. They're both crook. It's crook this way. Yeah. And they have the same little like spiral in their monobrow. But believe me, there's more. Because their symmetries are identical. Watch this eyebrow just smooth on over. And that eye just smooth on over. And the nose and the mouth, identical symmetry. Identical. And well, here's two different pictures. Look how they're both fond of those cowboy hats. And well, his face is turned a little bit and it's still perfect. Yeah, they touched up his nose a little bit. They still got that crook going this way. But like I said, I know what you need, even though it's not going to get you there, but I'm still going to give it to you. Let's take a look at these right here. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. And obviously that and that. Doesn't get much easier than that, people. It really doesn't. Maybe the easiest smoking guns I've ever found. Bammo. But of course, all this is entertainment purposes. I don't really think that Morgan Freeman was Jimi Hendrix, and I definitely don't think that Tommy Lee Jones was Stevie Ray Vaughan, even though they have the same exact birthmarks on their face and love cowboy hats. And he got his first start in a Chicago film, and he supposedly died in Chicago, and he was friends with Morgan, and he's friends with Jimmy, and they're supposed to be each other. No, they don't do this type of thing. They don't ever fake deaths in Hollywood or the music industry. Definitely not. They definitely don't do it to manipulate your mind either and cause you to think you're looking at someone and you're really looking at another person, and it controls your mind where you can't even tell reality from illusion. And they definitely don't do it so much to distort your mind so much that you can't even trust your senses. Because someone who doesn't trust their senses, well, they have to appeal to the authority figure. And for most of you, the authority figure is the moron on TV telling you to do one of these or to go in a box and vote for one of the lesser of two evils. I could just keep going on of why they do it. It's to control you. And it works because most of you turn on the TV and you idolize these people. You idolize them, and that's what it's really all about. They want you idolizing them. The athletes, the movie stars, the musicians, the entertainers. Idolize them. Look at them on TV. Appreciate what they do. Worship what they do. Because as long as you're doing that, you're not spending time worshiping the one entity that you should. The Heavenly Father. Jesus. Come on. It's time to figure it out, people. Of course, all this is for entertainment purposes, though. I'm just a satire account, and so he carried around a picture of him, and now they're good friends. That's just a coincidence. Entertainment only.